Hey everybody, welcome back to Levi's Pop Culture Cave here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a review of the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And for those of you who don't know, Shang-Chi follows a guy who, his name is Shang-Chi, and he's basically, the whole plot of the movie is that he's spent his entire life running away from his past, and the fact that his family basically started the organization, the Ten Rings, his dad did, and so he's running away from that. And the movie really follows him on this journey where he tries to figure out who he is as a human being. And the movie was directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, and it stars Simu Liu, Aquafina, and Tony Lin as the Mandarin, who a lot of people got teased with in Iron Man 3, but if you've seen that movie, you know what the twist was in that. But overall, I have to say, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I actually thought this movie was a lot of fun. And like a lot of people, I was worried about it going in, but here's my thing with Marvel movies, is that they can take characters I knew nothing about. Like, take, for example, like Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew nothing about them going in, but once I watched the movie, it was honestly a really good time, and so was Shang-Chi. And one thing up front, this movie has the best action scenes out of any of the Marvel movies to date. And I'm being dead serious on that. It has the best action scenes out of any of the Marvel movies because they're straight out of like a Jackie Chan movie. Just because I figured with like a martial arts, like superhero like Shang-Chi, you have some impressive fight scenes, but these fight scenes are incredible. Like, you know, if you watch the trailer, they got the scene where he's on the bus. That is a spectacular fight. And the choreography and everything straight out of like a Jackie Chan movie. And I think his team like produced it. And to me, it's just so much more impressive when you see like the choreography and everything. And it's not CGI. And I'm not against CGI, but it's just so much more impressive when you see these stunts done by real life people. And they just pulled off spectacularly. And the story of this movie is phenomenal. It is such an emotional, engaging story. It tells the origin story in a new way without beating it over your head. Like, spoilers, it's kind of like a mild spoiler, but as you follow Shang-Chi, you learn his past through the movie, but it plays into everything. It's not just like a regular origin story, and it does it so well, especially with his dad, played by Tony Lin, who's one of the best Marvel villains I've ever seen, because they give him depth, they give him emotion, they show him as a human being. Like, too often you'll watch like a Marvel movie and take, for example, like Thor: The Dark World or the Doctor Strange movie, where you see like these villains, they're not really given a lot of humanity. You're not given time to spend with them. And that was like one of my problems with Black Widow, was the fact that the villain, you really didn't get a lot of time to spend with her. Like Taskmaster or the main bad guy played by Ray Winstone, you didn't get any time with them. But with Tony Lewin, you actually get time with this guy. You get to see the pain. You get to see what happened to him. You see why he does the things he does. And it's not all through like talking. Sometimes you see like the guy's visual range, and it's just incredible. It's one of the best villains to date, and I think they did such a good job improving from that from Iron Man 3. And so the story of the movie is honestly probably one of the best in Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's such a cool world that they built around this character. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this movie I didn't expect going into it, but it all feels natural, and it just feels an extension to the Marvel Universe. And I just love that part of it. And to me, it just worked. And along with the action scenes, it all just flowed seamlessly. And now, like, the big problem I can see a lot of people having with this movie is the humor. The humor is going to be hit or miss with you, depending on if you like Aquafina, and who is Shang-Chi's best friend in the movie. It's going to really depend on if you like her or not. Because to me, the humor with her was really hit and miss. There's some times where she reminded me, like, from that woman from Temple of Doom, where, like, there's one scene in the movie where Shang-Chi's having, like, a fight scene, and she's hanging on to, like, this bamboo pole, and she's just screaming her guts out. And she reminded me so much of that woman from Temple of Doom. It's just, like, she got on my nerves sometimes. Like, it really depends on, like, the humor, as if you like that character or not, if you like her humor. Now, I will say Ben Kingsley returns in this movie as Trevor Slattery. He's incredible. That was a really funny performance. They give him a lot of good stuff, and he's probably the best comedic part of the movie. But like I said, that didn't really ruin the movie for me, like her character, because to me, Shang-Chi is such like an emotionally engaging story. It's one of the best told stories in the Marvel Universe, because to me, it's one of the most human. You see what Shang-Chi goes through with his dad. You see the family turmoil after like they lose their mom, and it's just played so realistically. And a movie with like martial artists and magic and everything, but it touches what everybody goes through on a human level, and I appreciate that. Is it my favorite Marvel movie of all time? No, it's not. Like, my favorite Marvel movie would probably be Logan, but still, I would say this is one of the best MCU movies today, and I cannot wait to see what more they do with this character and his universe. But if you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go check it out in theaters. I think it's worth it. But if you want to go check on Disney Plus when it comes out, it's worth it there too. But I'll try to be bringing you guys more stuff in the future, and I thank you for watching. And please just click on the subscribe button below if you enjoy the content, and I'll be bringing you guys more in the future. And thank you for watching.